what if you could actually help transform the entire universe just by changing yourself? It sounds huge, right? Well, today we're diving into a spiritual path that claims this isn't only possible, but it's our real purpose. We're going to break down how to become a Sahayogi, a cooperator in this grand universal design. So that's the big question, isn't it? How can just one person, you or me, truly become a force for universal change? But, the fascinating thing about the path we're exploring today is that it doesn't start out there in the cosmos. Nope, it starts right here, deep inside each of us. All right, Section 1, your unlimited power. So before we can even think about changing anything, we have to understand the power we're working with. And this first principle isn't about becoming something new. It's all about remembering the incredible, mind-blowing power you already have. First things first, let's nail down this key term, Sahayogi. At its heart, it means a cooperator or a helper. But we're not just talking about helping a friend move. In this context, it means someone who consciously and actively takes part in the positive transformation of everything, from their own inner world all the way out to the entire universe. That's the goal we're talking about. And this right here is the core belief. The teaching says our true nature is Behad Param Shakti. Behad means unlimited, and Param Shakti means supreme power. So the idea is you don't have to go out and get this power. You just have to remember that you are this power. And just holding that truth in your mind is the very first step to becoming, well, unstoppable. So Section 2, the power of thought. Okay, so if you're this unlimited power, how do you actually express it? What's the tool you use to make things happen? Well, according to this teaching, it's something you have with you all the time, your own focused thought. And this is where it gets really specific. Get this. The goal is to hold a single transformative thought for 60,000 seconds a day. Now let that sink in. That is over 16 hours. We are not talking about a random, fleeting idea here. We're talking about a continuous, conscious intention that shapes your entire day. So what's the effect of all that intense focus? Well, the source claims that when a group of people maintains this level of intention, it literally purifies the Vayumandalam. That's the atmosphere. It's this idea that our collective consciousness can have a real, tangible, physical impact on the world around us. And this is the beautiful visualization that goes with it. As you're holding that sustained thought, the mental images of yourself and others just shining brilliantly, like individual suns of supreme light. It's a pretty powerful metaphor for radiating positive energy out into the world. So what does this purified atmosphere actually do? Well, you can almost think of it like a spiritual force field. The text suggests it acts as a shield, blocking negative vibrations from coming into our collective space. It even claims it can help prevent others from having negative thoughts, just creating a more peaceful baseline for everybody. Okay, on to Section 3, knowledge is purity. Now, to sustain such powerful thoughts for hours on end, you're going to need the right fuel. And in this framework, that fuel is a very specific kind of pure knowledge, or jnanam. It's the very substance that gives your thoughts their transformative power. And this idea isn't new. It's anchored in some really deep, ancient wisdom. The text even references this famous quote from the Gita, which really drives home the point that knowledge isn't just information. It's seen as the ultimate purifying agent for the soul. So the benefits of really immersing yourself in this knowledge are pretty profound. It's said to lead to real, genuine happiness, to actually increase your conscious energy, and to build immense inner strength. And crucially, it's what opens up your mind to grasp these deeper Behad or unlimited concepts we're talking about. And here is a fascinating twist. While thought is the tool, the source of its real power isn't the mind, but the heart. The teaching claims, and says it's backed by science, that the heart's energetic field is a staggering 5,000 times greater than the mind's. This really emphasizes that a heartfelt, loving connection is way more powerful than just a purely intellectual effort. All right, Section 4, the daily practice. So we've got the philosophy, and now let's get practical. How do you actually do this stuff? This next section breaks the whole process down into clear, actionable steps. Okay, so here's the core technique. Step 1, you focus your attention at the point between your eyebrows, the bhrukuti, which is a traditional center of spiritual vision. Step 2, you set a clear intention to draw power from the creator source, which is called Dadaji. Step 3, you continuously repeat your mantra to build up that vibrational energy. And finally, step 4, you visualize a protective shield of pure white light all around you, sealing in all that good energy. And this is that core mantra. By continuously affirming, I am the great, great, great soul of the unlimited, you're doing more than just saying words. You're actively creating powerful vibrations. You're basically tuning your entire being to align with that state of unlimited power we talked about right at the beginning. So what happens when you practice consistently? The results are described as a total inner shift. Your aura is said to be purified and filled with light. You start to naturally develop a healthy detachment from all the temporary, limited stuff. And most importantly, your soul begins to experience its true nature as pure light, which leads to this state of supreme peace and happiness. So, Section 5, Transforming Your World. How does all this deep internal work circle back to our original goal of transforming the entire universe? This is where the small scale connects to the large scale in a really powerful way. The teaching suggests that your own body is like a universe in miniature. Think about it. Your 100 trillion cells are your creation. So by achieving a state of peace or liberation within yourself, you bring that same state to every single cell in your body. You've got to transform your inner cosmos before you can affect the outer one. So this slide really sums up the dedicated path of a true Sahayogi. And it's a profound commitment, right? Spending up to 8 hours a day immersing in this knowledge, using yoga to channel light, and constantly working to experience the soul's true form. It's this continuous process of cleaning your own aura to ultimately help transform the atmosphere for everyone. And this is it. This is the final powerful thesis. It's the core takeaway of this entire explainer. The huge project of transforming the world isn't just about external actions. According to this teaching, it's the direct and inevitable result of deep personal self-transformation. So, we'll leave you with this. This whole framework presents a pretty radical idea about the power of our own consciousness. But just imagine for a second, if you truly believed that your focused thoughts could change the world, what would you choose to focus on today?